Ben, did you just open a cigar?
That's a candy bar, man.
It looked like it for a second. The way you had it in there too, just like.
Can we guess? Hold on. That I'm gonna go with Snickers, but it looks like a Milky Way.
It's a twirl.
Yeah.
Twirl?
Yeah. That might be the
What is that?
twirliest thing you've said.
Say it, Alex. No, finish that sentence.
Yeah, you twirly motherfucker.
You like twirls, don't you?
I've never even heard of a twirl. What is that?
At a barbecue, do you like hot dogs most, or like what?
No buns, just straight
No.
wieners.
Just straight wiener. Man, this episode got off to just goddamn terrible.
Let's just send it back. All right, let's just reset.
It could have been the coolest thing ever. Could have been Ben, unwrapping a cigar and just puffing away. But
Not the case. Sorry, just
Schwarzenegger style coming in alpha.
Anyway, I'm Alex. With me as always, Ben, Stevano, Stavros, and Nate. His 2002 U.S. men's national team, Phillips. We've decided it's training kit. Last time the U.S. men's national team was good. We'll get into talking about everything out of Europe. But I was remembering on my way back from the actual workplace today that the Club World Cup is coming up this summer. So we got something to look forward to in America. It's going to be pretty awesome. None of us are going to be able to afford it. It's going to be good. But it's
pretty awesome, though.
Steve's going to be nowhere near a stadium that has any of the soccer in the Midwest. No love for the Midwest.
Actually, well.
No, nearest one is like Kansas City, right?
No, you're right, but I'm traveling for work, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Steve's got the hookup of a life.
Yeah, I say I'll probably be closest of all of us, to be honest.
Horrible.
I'll just be working at the stadium.
I won't be at the stadium. I'm not gonna be at the stadium.
I'll just be in the parking lot.
We're a couple blocks away.
Anyway, if you guys see Steve at a Club World Cup match, you know why.
I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna see if I can scalp tickets for any of the Charlotte games. Just like,
absolutely.
Like
I think
day of.
You're day of to the will call. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Day of, I'll pay $200. I would pay $200 day of. Nosebleeds, unfortunately.
Do you have any good matches coming up that way?
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
You have Palmeiras.
If someone's scalping for 200, I feel like 200 is still a pretty high price.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like you can get in. You just want a single ticket, like $50 tops.
Yeah, I was
no
thinking.
Chance. Oh shit, we got some Real Madrid versus Pachuca. Benfica versus Bayern, and then we have a two round of 16 games.
Nice.
And we have 4 games. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Anyway.
You can probably get it for like 75.
Excuse me.
I just hiccuped.
75, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Report back.
I will.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all starts next month, right? Mid-June.
Yeah.
Yes, June 22nd is the first game.
All right.
June 22nd is the first game.
Oh, well, the first game that we can have. I'm sure there's probably
Yeah, I thought.
I would assume. Yeah.
Anyway, it's gonna be some good stuff to be able to watch here in the States, even if it's only on TV. It's still pretty cool, and it's all obviously in a lead up to next year's World Cup, which is pretty sweet when you really think about it. If we can get in, it'll be awesome. Europe, Cole Palmer. Should we start there? Holding his trophy between his legs. Whoa! I didn't have any pockets.
June 15th.
For those of you that don't know, he was holding. What was it, like player of the tournament or player of the match or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
And he was doing an interview after having lifted the trophy, the actual trophy, and was just talking to this reporter, and she was like, "Oh, it's a funny place for your trophy," and it's like tucked in between his pants. And to his credit, what else are you supposed to do? But he just his answer and response was basically, "I haven't got any pockets."
Steve, Steve.
I don't have any pockets.
Hold it with your hand. Hold it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean,
nah.
That is one dense fella.
No,
Hey,
I do
Sancho.
I do a lot of tournaments, like high school aged boys tournaments,
Go on.
and
Illegal?
like when they come in, like the ones that are like 14, 15, they kind of have like I don't know, they just have like certain traits or characteristics that Cole Palmer seemed to mirror. Like it wasn't. It just was like like when it's like when a bunch of guys are like, or a bunch of kids like with their friends, they just kind of act like in like just like they get this like herd mentality, and they just say like dumb things or just like do dumb things that like they would only do collectively together as a unit, and that was what Cole Palmer was doing, like with those 14, 15-year-old kids. It's just like what he was saying. He was just like on camera, just like looking like what, and he knew what he's doing. Like you know what I mean? Like, he's walking up, going to be on camera, with it in his waist, sticking out his waistband, and it's like.
Can we get that man a haircut? Because it makes his head look very interesting, and I respect him for him being himself in interviews. I kind of like that, but like, brother, hit the baba. I mean, dude, it looks so, especially when he gets all sweaty. Dude,
It's terrorist, dude.
It just looks disgusting. His hair. I've never said that about his hair. Looks nasty. Like,
I hope you're not handing that trophy off to anybody else.
Yeah. Don't touch your hair and
My
touch the trophy.
favorite Cole Palmer conversation of all time is the time that Steve was upset at how ugly it was.
I don't remember this, but it sounds like something I would do.
Because Steve was in the W sauce, probably, man.
He's slapping the back.
He's probably fired up. Yeah.
Franzia.
No thanks.
No. It's glad we agree on that.
I shouldn't hate too much. I don't dislike the guy. I have no reason to dislike the guy. But his haircut looks funny. And showing up to an interview on camera with your trophy hanging out of your shorts looks odd. You
That's
can't even
what looks
tell from this
odd?
photo. You can barely. Gosh, look at that. I mean, obviously the still frame. You never look good in a still frame, but.
I am here with the player of the match, Cole. Interesting
Like
way
you
to
can
carry
see
your
his
trophy
compression
there.
shorts. Like you can see.
No pockets. So.
Like he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Like
That's not great.
What a freak.
Yeah, that's not
it's
great,
just
Cole Palmer.
weird. He almost looked like he was trying to like it was like Riz or something. You know what I mean? Like
take a look, Dan.
Yeah, like dude,
we always are up here, babe.
it's pretty cringe. Yeah, exactly.
How many
He's
people do you
cringe,
think
dude.
kissed that trophy later that day?
I think it gets more cringe the more you see it.
It's gross.
We got
Jadon
Chelsea.
Sancho upgraded his situation clearly.
Yo, is he going back to Man U after this stuff?
I thought
hope
he was
not.
staying at Chelsea. I thought I already staying at Chelsea.
Yeah,
I thought
he
I read
scored
that
today, right? Like
he scored.
has he had the year that Marcus Rashford wishes he did?
Probably 100%. Or even won a trophy.
I mean, if we want to call it that, but yeah.
Dude, Conference League is a trophy. Let's get out of it.
It's
I don't
a great
think
trophy.
I saw something that I kind of agreed with though, that if you are like a top 5 league, you should not get a spot in the Conference League. Conference League should be like
Exactly. It's not what it's been. It's like when Chelsea was playing Djurgården in the semis.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that should be Djurgården versus like
Bratislava.
Real Betis.
like Minsk. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
Or
That's not
Celtic.
what it's
Probably
for. And I know
Celtic.
it's so hard to like draw the line.
Does that
like,
take away from the tournament, the competition? Like, so you already are faced with the
Yes.
challenge of you're trying to introduce a new European trophy. People are automatic, and it's going to be the third tier. It's not what's the word, usurping first position.
Yeah.
It's coming in at third tier. You're trying to make a third notch, a toilet bowl of Europe, if you will. And
I like that. Good metaphor.
and I think you take away from the caliber of it if you take away those teams, so that the trophy, which people they're already dogging on, you're not going to help that case by taking all of the good teams out of it. Because like, oh sweet, what I can't think of a team. Ferencváros from Hungary won it because who they had to play? They didn't play Chelsea. They didn't have to play,
What a shout.
you know what I mean?
Wash out, mate.
What a shout.
Ferencváros, wash out.
don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Just pull a Hungarian team out of your ass.
Yeah.
They're like weirdly relevant though, because they were in the Champions League like a few years ago, and then they're in the Europa League, and now it's like
Yeah, I did.
Steve's trying to be as hipster as possible right now.
Right.
No, I just remember because they were. You're right. They were in. We were having a hard time. Celtic was having a hard time against them in Europe for like a second.
Yeah. Didn't they play Real Madrid or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there was one year that we were in the same group together. Back when I think Neil Lennon was still in charge, and it didn't go well. And then I remember when French Rollers got put back in the Champions League for the next season. I was really hopeful that we didn't draw them again, and we weren't in the same group, thank God. But it was just dumb because it was like it's not the teams that you want to be losing against. But anyway, do you get the point, or do you think I'm wrong about it would make Conference League matter even less?
I can make an argument both ways because what was it? Villa won it 2 years ago now, and I mean their fans loved it. Villa, I guess, obviously Premier League kind of hot shots time to time here. So that's why I say it's not a trophy you don't want to win, but I don't know, maybe it.
You got to win what you're in.
Yeah, you got to win what you're in.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I see your point, Steve. I see your
Still
point.
better than the Carabao Cup.
It's like if this is a trophy that Chelsea can be winning,
Which
and
does
then
get
we
you into the
and then we can win it. We as in like whoever that might
Celtic,
Fenerbahce or whoever. Feyenoord, whoever, I don't know, insert whatever. If that Chelsea won it last season, or established teams, credible teams are winning this, and then you're in that conversation in that same sentence of winners. It's like, kind of.
I get that. That's a pretty good argument, actually.
Yeah.
If a brand name wins it, it does the tournament more good than. Yeah.
Steve, I don't want to bring you down too early, but Aberdeen winning the Scottish Cup. Speaking of Europe, they get into the playoff round for the Europa League, and I guess if they lose that, they would go to Conference League. So they're guaranteed European football, which is still pretty cool, pretty good for Scotland. It's been 30 years, man, since they last won. 35 years. Yeah. So give them a chance.
Not a fun game to watch, even if
give them a cup.
Celtic never got a first gear. That game went into overtime or extra time and then penalties. It tied 1-1 in normal time. It tied 1-1 in normal time because of 2 own goals.
Yeah.
One from each team. It just wasn't a good.
Almost as bad as the Europa League final.
It wasn't a good game to watch. Celtic never got our first gear. So yeah, credit to Aberdeen. It's crazy because we just beat them 5-1.
Right.
A week and a half before that was a dress rehearsal, and then for some reason they just don't show up in the final when it matters. So concerning.
I was hearing. I didn't really put it together, but obviously, the beginning of the Scottish Premiership season, they 13 wins in a row or something. They were actually in the conversation of are they going to challenge, and then they just didn't win at all.
It was legit.
Their form, their form after Christmas would have been relegation form.
Yes,
had they have not done the work in the beginning.
They jumped off a cliff.
Yeah,
they didn't descend. They didn't fall off. I guess they did. They fell off a cliff. It's remarkable. If you look at after Christmas, the contrast is night and day.
Yeah, it's wild how this season has kind of played out that way for a lot of teams. Obviously, we talked about Tottenham winning a trophy. Did we talk about Tottenham winning a trophy? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
They, it's the graphic of Tottenham one place above the relegation zone getting Champions League.
So I was literally looking at the table, and this is the fun. I literally laughed out loud. If you 1 through 6 to 1 through 7, self-explanatory. I laughed a little bit at 12th place Crystal Palace having the little orange marker, and then you look at 17th, has got the Champions League indicator next to it. It's what the fuck is going on?
This is not a dig. United.
What is happening?
United finished what? Did they finish 15th or 14th?
16th.
15th.
Oh, 50th.
Because it wasn't 17. For some reason, I thought that they were cemented in 17 and 16, like Tottenham and United. But
I thought they were too, but
they finished higher than that. They finished.
Surprise! Tottenham dropped points.
Yeah,
last weekend. They didn't just drop points. They got kind of knackered by
what, 4-1? Is that right?
Wasn't it 4-1? I think it was 4-1.
I think it was 4-1.
I mean, because
That's
Brennan
the number
Johnson.
that's coming to head.
Did Brennan Johnson? I hope he didn't play. I don't know if he did, but he was off the ale for those celebrations, as he should be.
In terms of Palace, I saw, which is people are having mixed feelings about. I saw that Jeffrey Schlupp and Crystal Palace have parted ways, I think after 8 or 8.5 seasons, something like that. And if he's leaving Palace, that would make me believe that Celtic were probably trying to maybe secure his services for perhaps another year, which would then make me think if KT is for sure coming in, which it is, then Greg Taylor must be going out. But I didn't think Schlupp was going to be a permanent one. People are kind of upset about it. Schlupp is, I think, on the wrong side of 30, but
yeah,
he's what, like 30? I don't think he's over 33, but
32.
I don't know. 30, yeah, okay, 32. I don't know. If you're asking my opinion, I think Schlupp's. I don't think Greg Taylor is improving really substantially anymore, and I think that Greg Taylor on his best day versus Schlupp on his all right days, I probably would still take. It's a toss up there, really, but Schlupp on his best days is better than Greg Taylor on his best days. So if he and KT are both coming in, you're just upping the caliber of the fullback position overall in the club. So
experience as well.
I get that Celtic have to, keep an eye on the certain amount of Scottish players that are in the line, that are in the roster, and Greg Taylor is one of those Scottish players. So him going, and also Scott Bain is left. Scott Bain is one of the backup goalkeepers who is Scottish as well. He's leaving Celtic after the season. So that's two. That's potential. Well, one's going. Potentially two is going. I think that's probably a big reason why Luke McCollum came in from. Where did he come from? I can't remember where he came from. Dundee. I can't remember where he came from now, but anyway, that's probably why he signed up. I looked at the Premiership teams for next season. So Livingston are back in the Premiership next season, as well as Falkirk. Falkirk are in the Premiership next season, which is I don't think I've seen Falkirk since early 2010s. I was going to say 2000s, but I'd probably say early 2010s. I think I might be getting a little bit confused with Partick Thistle, but while he looks that up, let me show you. If you haven't seen, have any of you ever seen Partick Thistle's mascot?
Oh wait, isn't it that like sun-looking thing? It looks like a demon from the underworld or something.
His name is Kingsley.
Oh God. God. Yes.
What is that?
That's Partick. Hold on, let's get him in a.
It looks like Raisin Bran.
No, oh my God,
was a person.
It gets better. He's in a kilt.
I've never even thought that.
Partick Thistle. His name is Kingsley, and that's their mascot.
Where are his pupils?
Is he mad?
Is he mad?
He's probably mad. I mean, I'd be mad if I looked like that too.
If I was a Partick Thistle fan, I'd probably be mad too.
Wow. Yeah, but to be honest, I was looking for the drawing because, like, usually it's like I've seen it drawn out. I've actually never seen it take the living form of a person, and it's
Is
just.
he being escorted out or in?
I think he's escorting the police officer to the gates of hell. There, I think that's what he's doing.
What
That is
a
what
angle!
nightmares are made of.
That guy's there's somebody behind him who's wearing shorts, and When I
Yo, oh Jesus, yeah, that's a foot.
that's a,
For the people
Yeah,
who
that's
cannot
weird
see,
for Rick
it
and
looks
Morty.
like
Also, they couldn't get him in better shoes.
Right.
They were like, "Hey, you got to wear athletic shoes," and he didn't own any.
I think those are Asics.
at
Those
first, I
look
was like,
Asics.
"Oh, I see why they're arresting you, Kingsley. Public indecency. I got it." But
This
that's
is
not the
weird
case.
for Rick and Morty. Like
Yeah.
this doesn't fit the metaverse. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, that's Partick Thistle's mascot. It's fun, and they're not in the Premiership. It's Falkirk, but little shout out, little Scottish shout out.
Falkirk, last time they were there, 2009, 2010. Been 15 years.
I was gonna say early.
Bad
Just
mascot,
got in
by the
after a
way.
3-1 victory over Hamilton Academical.
I haven't seen the Ackies in the Premierships. Honestly, it's been a lot shorter of a time. Probably like 2017, 18.
Yeah.
But
It's crazy. Obviously, Celtic in the Champions League. Does Rangers make the Champions League, or do they make like a playoff for that, or do they have to go to Europa?
I'd have to look that up because I don't know the answer off the top of my head.
Go on, Steve. You're supposed
But
to
I
be
don't-
the be all
don't
end
spend a
all
lot
of
of time
Scottish.
on-
Great Scott.
I don't spend a lot of time on second place.
Okay.
That just
Haven't
pissed me
seen-
off the way you said that. Now I'm
Yeah. I spent a lot of time on second place.
I'm pissed, dude. I'm pissed.
I'm so mad. Hangs up. He just leaves.
I'm fucking pissed, dude.
Mate. We have to talk about the inbreds making it up to the Premier League's Sunderland winning.
Wait, what'd you call him?
The inbreds? 96.
Oh, yo, man.
Was it like a 96-minute winner for them? Good for them. It was like a good. I think most of their team. It's like one of the. It will be, I think, the youngest team in the Premier League.
I
This
can't
season.
wait for you to draw them.
I
at
know.
all.
He goes, I know.
Yeah, and most of that, I think 8 out of their starters or something were born within 10 miles of the stadium of Shite. So that's good for them.
Wow, really? 10
just-
miles?
Yeah, yeah.
How many of them?
Just down
Still
about
public
8
transit.
of the starters.
Starters.
It's crazy.
I
If you
just-
watch that documentary and you know Luke O'Nien,
Wow.
he's like the only player that survived that documentary.
Yeah.
Broke his arm or his collarbone, it looked like, in like the 5th minute. Like, he's genuinely one of their good players. Like, they don't have a great squad. They could easily go back down. Broke his arm or collarbone, and I'm like, they go down 2-0. It gets chalked off.
Yeah.
Back to 1, and then the rest of it goes on. But I will say, I hope Joe Bellingham does not go to Frankfurt. If he this makes me hate the Bellingham so much. If he just like, I'm promoted to the Premier League, I don't think I'll do well there. I'm going to leave and go to Germany. Like, that will be the most, just bitch shit of all time. Like, that would just be such a bitch move.
This shit. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Sunderland. To their credit, they did have to blow up the entire team after falling so far.
I've got the solution.
Go on.
Commit financial fair play rules like fraud. Take the point deduction. Don't get relegated. You'll come in Europe next year.
That's the thing. Their squad is like it's something ridiculous, like 18 million, like for the entire
insane.
squad. And like this year, what was the lowest squad? Maybe
had to have been Ipswich. Calvin
One
Phillips
of the-
might have been the outlier there, like costing 10 million or something.
Maybe it wasn't Ipswich, but either way, it was only like 30 mil. So like that's for a shit team that just got relegated, and they're on like 18 mil for their entire outlay. So they could.
insane.
So they could be playing like. There's a couple of ways they could go. They could just go like pure financial and be like, listen, we made it to the Premier League. We'll take the Premier League TV money. We're not going to really spend anything. We'll probably go back down again next season. We probably came up a little too early than what we thought we would. But we're going to set our team on a financial footing for the next at least 10 years.
And then dude, they went down to League Two. They can afford another relegation and even another stint in the Championship. Just like you said, get right.
Yeah.
And then go up and then do what they did, like stay in the Premier League for 30 years. That's they have the opportunity to do that.
I saw
Or they could go full Nottingham Forest and buy 20 players. But,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
Fine.
I saw a graphic that was listed this season's Premier League winnings by team.
Yeah, I saw it too.
I was quite surprised. I was quite surprised. Before you look it up. So number one, obviously Liverpool. Liverpool as the winner of the Premier League. Just give me a number. What do you think the winnings in pounds was?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. I'm trying to base
I
it
wouldn't
off
know where
what
to
another
start.
Champions League stuff is.
It was 181 million. It was 181 and change, but 181 million.
That's my next guess.
To Liverpool. The bottom team was like 111, 112. It wasn't that big of a difference. I mean,
yeah, but surely you get more TV coverage the better your team's doing.
You're
probably banking more money in different avenues.
For sure. I was surprised that 20th place
That's a bad buy-in.
got as much as they did. I thought it was going to be lower than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Like when I looked at first place Liverpool and then I looked at second place and I looked at the amount of money of earning, like the amount of reward money that they got. Yeah.
Thank you, Alex.
That's an old one, but
this is an old one.
Well then, lads.
But it was like, I think it's a difference of like 4 million. Liverpool and Arsenal was like a difference of like 4 million. And each interval between each place was like a difference between 4 to 7 million pounds. It wasn't really that big.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah.
On average, I'd say it's like, yeah. So what you were saying to the Sunderland about them going up with maybe I don't know if they have the expectation of going straight back down. I don't really know, but regardless, they're going to be signing up I would say at least for at least for 100 and probably 115 million.
They also probably have the most to win on sales of players because you get those young players up in the league, you sell them at a low cost.
Yeah, there we go. 181.
It's like 177. That's not that big of a gap.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of I don't know. That was really shocking to me. Like Man City at number 3 at 171 and then Chelsea at 169. It's 2 million different. Like I don't know. I was just really
table is
surprised.
like basically all the same. 139.
Yeah, look at that.
God, look at Leicester. Look, dude, if Sunderland just sees this, and it's like if we can get some good Sunday primetime games against
Man City.
But like, yeah. I hope they stay up. They're pure Barclays. They have to. Sorry, Alex.
I'm starting to maybe I think I'm late to the party, but I'm putting together what maybe you were talking about. Are you saying that, for example, in these bottom 3, obviously all bottom 3 got relegated: Southampton, Ipswich, and Leicester. But Leicester are 18th place, so they're the highest of those bottom 3. But they got substantially more than the rest of them. Are you saying that Leicester got more money of those bottom 3 that were relegated, not so much because of their position of where they finished in the table, but more so because of how many TV slots they got?
Maybe.
No, I'm saying that the revenue is not based on this. I think this is a portion of the purse, right? I think you have TV rights and other graphic.
Does it say
prize money?
So that's
I think it's prize money for finishing last. I feel like prize money is a pretty bad way to go.
So that if it's prize money, that implies to me not like TV stuff or anything. This is legit. Because you finished 18th.
Well, it depends on
tallies. Is there like a dollar amount for point tally?
I was going to say we go down a rabbit hole here and just if it depends on what this is, where this money is compromised from, right? Like if this is built off of their TV sales and TV, rights. Do me a favor, go up to Nottingham Forest. How much did they cheat financially?
I don't know. What do you mean?
They got in trouble for financial.
The total
fair
prize
play.
money does include TV money. The majority of what it's called is actually derived from broadcast revenue.
So
it's bogus.
So
but
you said it does, right? You said does.
Yeah. So it's distributed amongst 5 things, equal share. So they start off, everybody kind of gets whatever, maybe 30 mil. Then you get merit payments based on your final league position, facility fees based on how often a team's matches are broadcast live in the UK, international TV rights, which are split equally among the clubs, and commercial revenue.
So it's probably the bigger your name. Like, I'm just talking of the bottom three. The bigger your name, you're probably going to get a bigger payout because you're going to be in more TV slots.
Yeah. I mean, you got to figure Leicester was probably in pretty early, like on a couple matches.
I don't think that's right, because if there was a tighter bottom 4 race or bottom 3 race than the top 3, you'd get some more TV time. I don't think it's that. I think it's just truly they just divvy it up what they think to be fair.
Last question I have about this. Let's just say, as a hypothetical, meant like United was the 18th place right there, and they were going to be relegated. Do you think that they would have gotten more than 119 mil? Because for sure, every single one of United's games is going to be on TV, 100%. So they would have gotten more money, you think?
I think so.
Okay.
So I'm going on my conspiracy theory here because this is bonkers to me. Forest spent 34 million above what the financial fair play was that window annually. So if I am whatchamacallit,
Sunderland.
Yep, I'm guaranteed 100 million, right? What is do we know what that cap is?
No, I don't know the cap. But yeah, you're for sure guaranteed at least 100 mil. This is good.
I'm spending that 100 million this summer.
Well,
I'm spending 100 million this summer with zero concerns about anything bad happening. And I'm just going to finish in the top 10. They're gonna.
Yeah, but you just take out a loan.
You're good.
You're going to get at the end of the
season. You
season.
were guaranteed it. This is enough for investors to bankroll it.
And if
exactly what Force just did.
If you look at this, like these winnings every single season, like if you look at one that Alex just flashed us from 2 seasons ago.
Flash us again, Alex.
Yeah, please.
But the winnings have gone up. First place 2 seasons ago was like 170. Now first place a couple seasons later is 181. Sure, inflation and all that, but
that is
the winnings are continuing to go up every single year.
Yeah, that's just inflation 101. But like
equal share amounted for the 23-24 season at least was around 95 million per club.
If I'm coming into the Prem, I'm saying I need 100 mil to spend right now. There's zero repercussions of this behavior.
I mean, sort out the stuff that they probably need to.
There are repercussions, but they're you can.
They don't outweigh it.
Right.
I'm going to make it back. Just don't get relegated. And if you get relegated, you just offload them all.
Right. So if you get relegated, you won't be able to afford their salary. So then you kind of. But typically, teams that get relegated, they're not in a great selling position. So instead of
you're
selling,
liquidated. It's a gamble, but like. What do you have to lose?
Sunderland are 28 million pounds in debt.
So yeah, I was about to say you got to sort out your.
It doesn't matter. That means nothing in the scenario.
But if you spend all that money on players,
this is guaranteed. This is equity.
If you spend all that money on players and then come to the end of the season, you start get relegated again. Everybody knows that you're not going to be able to afford those higher caliber players in the championship. You need to sell them because you can't afford them. You cannot keep them. So people are going to be sending in the lowest bids possible. You're going to make no money return on those players. You're going to be back in the same.
Have you seen Man United? Like, have you seen what's going on at Old Trafford?
Yeah, they're not doing great. I don't think that you're trying to imitate that.
The thing for Sunderland, there's a guaranteed almost return of Jordan Henderson to the Premier League.
Oh, someone mentioned that in my LFC chat the other day. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
That makes sense.
Because he was at the game.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I haven't heard that until just this moment, but that would make sense on paper.
Sad Mackham bastard.
Premier League winner.
Anyway, so my trash take for every match next season is whoever's playing Sunderland to win.
Except for Newcastle. Are you ready for where are they now?
I had one last week.
Can we do a twofer?
Where are they now?
Yeah, where are them?
What happens if someone wins in both?
Sing, Ben.
No, sing.
You can't go if you don't sing. Where are they now? Okay, I gotta go.
Appreciate it. All right, this lad is 6'3".
Fuck you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Defender.
Not Lassie.
Is he the defender?
Yes.
Go on.
Dan Byrne. Who's
Close,
6'3",
but no.
6'9".
Not close at all.
6'9".
You said he is a defender.
You're talking about his height or his
His birthday is December
Bring back the
12th.
mascot.
His what?
Birthday is December 12th.
Is he English?
No.
Playing the Prem.
He did play in the Prem.
Did he win the Premier League?
No.
To verify, you said this guy was a defender?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know how to answer that question. He
Yeah.
was a defender.
Yeah, you answered
You
the question.
tricked me on a non-trick question, convincing me it could have been a trick question.
No,
I'm just here's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for someone to ask a question to Ben,
Especially a
like,
forward.
was he European? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, this player is African.
Yeah. Wait till it's your turn, Nate.
If we have time. Okay.
Oh,
6'3" defender who played in the Prem, didn't win the Prem.
I picked this
Did he play-
person because where they are now is pretty interesting. Sorry.
Did he play for Leeds?
No.
Did he
Played
play
for,
for a Big Six club?
Currently, yes.
No. Okay, so did this player play in the modern era of the Premier League?
Yes.
Okay, so
Is
Big
he currently
Six.
playing?
Is
No.
He's
he a
retired.
pundit?
He's not a pundit. He's played for he's had 3 spells at clubs. It's 2 clubs. He started at a boyhood club, went to the Prem, and retired from a boyhood club.
So the boyhood club is not in the Prem.
Correct.
Is he
He
South
only ever
American?
played for 2 clubs.
No, he's not South American.
Let's narrow down this nationality. He is
He only
European.
ever played
He's not
for-
English.
Wait, is he English?
No.
No, he's not English.
Sorry. Okay, all right, he's not English.
Has this person ever played in a World Cup?
Yes.
For who?
What's wrong with you?
It's reverse psychology.
This person has not won a World Cup, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Is he European? Have we nailed that down?
He is a European.
Okay.
He is not English.
Is he German? Robert Huth.
No.
I'm trying to think of how I can, without taking stabs at all the European countries, how can I phrase this a little bit differently to narrow this down more?
He would have played in the 2010 World Cup with this club.
Internationally.
Is this person a in the country that they represented? Is it a English speaking country?
I think I know.
No.
Is he Spanish?
No.
I was gonna say PK.
He might be French then.
Did PK win the Premier League with Man United? Probably.
Is this person? Oh, whatever. I'll do it. Is this person French?
Nope.
So maybe Italian.
Is he Dutch?
No.
Did they play for Man U?
Nope.
Is he from the Eastern Bloc?
I think he probably played for City.
No.
Demichelis? No, okay.
No.
175 caps with 9 goals for this squad.
International team or club?
Club 75 for the international.
If this, he said he plays for a now current top 6 team. So what team that is currently in the top 6 wasn't in the top 6 before? In 2010, 2005 maybe. What? Probably
Big 6.
Sorry?
You're going to the wrong rabbit hole.
Okay.
Did he play
Crazy
for
center
Liverpool?
back. He did play for Liverpool.
Oh.
Is this Hippia?
Hippia was taller.
Wow, Hippie is a great guess.
That was a good
Daniel Agger.
Daniel Agger is the answer.
Because he went to Bromby, right?
Yeah, started at Bromby, finished at Bromby. He is now the current owner of Tattoo, which is a tattoo inspirational app.
Wow.
Just kind of a random thing. Just got a famous Nugs tattoo. The Premier League victory.
His YNWA tattoo on his knuckles is sick.
That's
You look
something
great.
you can do in your FIFA player career mode now. You can invest in like a
Maybe
phone
shoot
app.
a night drop.
Yeah, I love doing that, and I just get money that I don't know what to do with, and then I'm like, you know what, this game fucking blows, and I'm gonna play.
I always lose
As-
money. You're like, cool. You invested 93K. You made 92.
Congrats to your forest.
Yeah, it's bad. Whoever your investment guy is in that game sucks.
Yeah, I got it.
Danish. The Danish lad.
Yeah.
Kind of a disappointing international career.
He didn't have a lot of. I mean, what he had, Nicholas Bentner. I mean, he didn't have a lot. I don't even know if he played like with Eriksson or Højbjerg.
Schmeichel? Schmeichel's Danish, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but I think it overlapped.
He retired.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Young.
The father retired before Agger played, and then Casper was never good
behind
enough.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
All right, Nate, let's roll.
Do we can table it. We can talk about something else if we'd like to.
No, go ahead, Nate. Show me how it's done.
No,
it's 9 o'clock. I'll probably
run that back
shortly.
Yeah, you don't want that.
If we can fit this one in.
Newcastle.
I don't think we can cover a topic in that
the
time.
Champions League.
Well, how about your tight butthole time almost not getting Champions League?
We're gonna
yeah. Here's what happened. I'm watching on my phone and I get about 30
that was kind of wild.
Quick messages. I'm like, I just see Newcastle and I'm like Newcastle is currently way outside the top 4, like 6th place, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
But then I remembered how much the admin likes my team. I know he always pulls for Liverpool. So I was like, oh, come on, Newcastle, you can do it. So
I will say that would have been the most Newcastle thing of all time.
when I saw they were what was the situation, Alex? Y'all were down 1-0.
Villa choked.
Okay. So can we talk about that? This is one good topic we can talk about. The referee in that game, Villa versus
United.
Who do they play?
Man,
Right. So Morgan Rogers, tries to round the Bindier has the ball in his hands, but it pops out. Morgan Rogers grabs it and scores.
Steps on his hand.
No, he does not. He does not step
Yes,
on
he does. The slow-mo stepped on his hand.
Okay.
Correct call. Referee. Good process.
All right.
Boys.
So now I'm just realizing Alex is being okay. But here's what I want to ask. So the referees, aren't they trained?
Oh, a little fiery, Nate.
I hope we buy Isak for $200 million. I just saw how much we made. I just saw what we pulled in, dude. I got John Henry on the freaking horn right now. John.
That's funny. That's funny.
Trash take for Champions League final.
Yeah.
I don't even know who I want to win. I actually like this PSG team, but I want Inter for football heritage. So
Inter.
Not saying who we're rooting on.
Yeah, are we saying who do we think is going to win, or who do we want to win?
I'm going to go both.
Inter is who I want to win.
That's what I'm saying. I know who I want to win. Who do I think is going to win is a different.
PSG by a lot.
Inter have so many old heads, and PSG is so freaking quick and just like.
I think
I can see Kvaratskhelia just skinning half that team and just having 2 goals, put the game away.
I think when it comes down to one game, speed trumps.
Routine. Nice one.
Did you like that?
I did. I like that a lot because I stumble on it all the time. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Nate's been practicing in the mirror.
What really? Yeah, Inter. I want Inter. I do think if Inter score a goal, if they score 1 goal and go up, I think they win. If they score first, 1-0, I think they win.
I want Inter to win. I think Inter will win.
I think speed trumps old age every time.
Oh yeah, I know.
I agree with you, a-hole.
We still got our race to do.
Dude, I will smoke you.
No, there's just no chance.
Dude, I'll beat you with a backpack on.
Good. Well, Inter. Yeah, I gotta stick with it.
Okay.
Pretty tough though.
Plus,
TR really quick.
I'm going Inter.
Oh shit! We didn't look at.
What did we look at?
how our Premier League
Takes
Oh.
it.
predictions.
I don't want to look at it because I think Man U is probably
I'll say
was like top 4 finish. Man United.
Do you have that handy, Alex? Yeah.
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
actually?
yeah.
Worth our time.
Hold on.
Same with the
Hold on.
relegation. So we're probably pretty close in the relegation.
The other, while I look this up real quick, the other thing I wanted to bring up was, did you guys see Thierry Henry? He was on the overlap, and
No.
he was discussing Arsenal, and he was like, "Man, yeah, they're building, but they've been building for like 10 years." He's like, "In the last
He's right.
5 years, the Manchester United that we keep ragging on every single day has been in 5 finals. Arsenal have been in none."
Va va voom.
So,
Arsenal are. I mean,
There's something there with Arteta next year if they don't get a little more
sign a
serious.
striker. If they don't sign a striker that scores goals, they will
Yeah.
finish second or third or fourth again. I mean,
I could see it. We're due a blockbuster signing. Like we're due a signing that just shocks the world. And I
I
could
saw
see it being
guy
Harry
from
Kane.
Milan, Ryan
What the hell
Cherky.
did anybody expect with Kai Havertz?
yeah.
A lot better.
This is the first year, and I think since 1950 something, that Arsenal have not had a player score more than 10 goals across the squad. Like obviously, it's going to be a striker. Yeah. So I mean, how bad is that?
I just don't know what Kai Havertz is good at.
That's
I don't think he's good either.
anyway.
Harry
Top-
Kane to Arsenal.
All right.
Call him.
Let's
Top
start,
6 for Steve. Actually, didn't do too terribly. He had Man City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, and Brighton.
I remember he forgot about Liverpool.
I did forget. I remember.
And Alex just like put that shit in stone. He's like,
Yeah.
no.
You had Everton, Forest, and Ipswich going.
Yikes.
Forest and Ipswich. Got
You got
one.
one.
Yeah, one.
All right. Let's see what Ben had. Ben had City winning. He had Manchester United coming second.
Classic.
Arsenal
Classic
coming.
United.
Arsenal third, Newcastle fourth, Chelsea fifth, West Ham fifth.
Another one where Liverpool finished outside the top 6. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I stand by my decision.
And then you had Fulham, Forest, and Ipswich going.
Fulham, Forest, and Ipswich. One again.
That's not great. That's piss poor.
Oh, shit.
I will take this more seriously moving
I
forward.
think I have
apologize
Tottenham
to the
finishing
whole
top
podcast.
6, which is bad.
I thought I made an
Nate,
amendment to include Liverpool, and it just didn't get.
You can't make an
No, this
amendment.
is never-
Yeah.
Look, I
Okay.
forgot.
He's like
No
mid-May.
amendments.
Like, hey, I got to change my
Steve wants a
picks.
bill of rights for the
Get outta here.
podcast. You got no
Yeah.
rights.
Damn. Nate had Arsenal winning, Manchester City second, Liverpool third, United fourth, Chelsea fifth, Newcastle sixth.
I did all right there.
And you had Forest, Southampton, and Ipswich going down. So,
You had 5 of the 6 in the top 6.
And 2 of the
You did
3.
your top 3, the right top 3, just in the wrong order.
I had City, Arsenal, Man U, idiot, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Newcastle.
It's not bad.
And then leaving, I had Southampton, Leicester, and Bournemouth.
I got 2 of them.
So
Alex,
are we
if this
tied,
was
Alex?
a point-based system, you would lose.
Hell yeah. Let's
I
go.
think Nate would have won the
Nice.
pot.
That was
I think I'm going to go
interesting. Glad
watch
you
some
put
Liverpool
those.
highlights and laugh at all of you guys for not putting my team inside the top 4 in any of these.
I hope
When
you
we
guys
do
get
the
fucking
trash takes
relegated.
this year, I will be for sure not to omit Liverpool.
I might omit them. I don't know yet. It's a teaser.
All right.
Yo, did y'all see that hipster on this episode? Like, where the fuck did he go?
I don't know. Rated average.
I heard a
Yeah.
Prius leave somewhere, but
Yeah. God,
You're
this is
like,
the ugly- this is the
Curtis
ugliest
whispered
part,
at me.
man. I was sat next to one of those cars in traffic, and I was just looking at it, and I'm like,
Yo,
Even the
I
new
got
why?
a conversation for offline. So, guys, it's been real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got toodaloo.